Askari met with Bonti, Kama, and Mukuru on the top of a rock as the battle continued.
We need to open a space to take the lake back. Do you think you can provoke some of their lions to chase you, Bonti?
I'm a master at provoking, Askari.
Yes, I confirm that.
Alright, you go with him. Kama, take them as far away as possible from here.
Should we neutralize them too?
Preferably. I just want you to distract them, alright? Don't get too cocky.
This won't turn out well.
Let's go, Sturdy Cat. Follow me.
Bonti started to run towards an area that was guarded by 3 of Mwazi's lions.
Bensi, wait!
Kama followed Bonti, then Askari looked at Mukuru.
You come with me, Mukuru. We'll follow them closely, and when they have driven those ruffians away, we will enter and recover the lake.
You really think those fools can manage? Those lions are almost as strong as me. Only almost. Why don't we all go? I'm sure I can destroy them.
Bonti and Kama are only the distraction. I want you to protect that area, while I go for the snake.
Oh, that makes sense, I guess.
Bonti and Kama approached the 3 enemies that guarded the corner of the lake.
Hey, Furbrains!
Bonti jumped at one of the lions and threw a strong blow to his face, scratching it and making it bleed.
Whoa! Askari said we should only be describing. Oh, crap! Ah!
Kama screamed with great fear as he ran from the other 2 lions, at high speed, already leaving the lake behind.
Do you want more permanent marks on your face? You got him.
The lion growled at Bonti angrily, jumping towards him with his jaws open.
Take this!
Bonti hit his snout with his claws out, tearing his upper lip as he dodged him with a quick jump to the side.
I think you should give up, or I'll end up erasing your face. Although, maybe I'm doing you a favor, with such an ugly face.
The lion turned and jumped at Bonti again, tackling him, pressing his paws against his chest while roaring at him. Bonti rapidly kicked him in the belly with both paws, lifting him briefly and causing him to fall on his back.
I'm having a great time, pal, but I need you to chase my tail for a bit.
Bonti approached the lion and aggravated him by putting the tip of his tail near his nose, making him sneeze as he was still getting onto his paws, looking at Bonti with great rage.
You'll never catch me, Furbrain.
Bonti started to run rapidly, not as fast as Kama, but fast enough to take the lion away from the place.
They did it! It's our chance!
Askari and Mukuru arrived to the now unguarded spot.
So, I just stay here
Yes. Be aware of any approaching enemies.
and kick their tails.
Yeah, kick their tails. I'm going for the snake.
Askari left Mukuru, running hurriedly while looking for Tarek. Over the top of a rocky mound, a young and short lion called Nuru, sandy-furred, who had olive-colored eyes and a rusty-toned mane, noticed how a group of crocodiles came out of the lake's waters and approached Askari.
Askari! Behind you!
Huh?
Askari turned and managed to evade a crocodile that had jumped towards him with his jaws open.
Crouch! Just to the ground!
Askari did as the sharp-eyed lion told him, evading a strong tail blow that aimed right at his head.
Whoa! Rah!
Askari approached one of the crocodiles and scratched his face with a strong blow. His sharp claws managed to cut through his scales.
That snake also got you on board, huh?
How smart are you? We're gonna rain all the waters of the Pride Lands after we kill Kumi.
Huh? Over my dead body?
Askari threw another blow at the crocodile and then began to bite his neck strongly, piercing his scales and skin, going through the muscle and bone while shaking his head furiously.
Ah! Help!
The other crocodiles began to approach Askari.
Oh no, you won't.
Nuru jumped off the rocky mound and rushed towards the two crocodiles, sticking out his claws while frowning at them.
Oh, you're so little. What are you gonna do with those skitty paws of yours?
This!
Nuru approached the crocodile and jumped at him, clinging to his head as he clawed at his eyes.
Oh, you little piss off!
After ending with the life of his previous rival, Askari approached the remaining crocodile hurriedly before he could attack Nuru from behind.
It's only me and you now.
I won't be so sure, son.
Kiyume had arrived, standing behind the crocodile as he took his claws out of their sheaths. Askari rushed towards the remaining enemy, who turned rapidly and hit Askari right on the face with a quick tail blow, sending him to the ground. Kiyume threw a strong blow at the crocodile's face.
Raining poison waters. What a brilliant plan.
Kiyume jumped at the crocodile's neck with his jaws open, but the crocodile evaded the attack and then bit Kiyume's side strongly. Nuru had left his rival completely disorientated, as now his sight was permanently gone.
My king!
The sharp-sighted lion rushed towards the crocodile and also jumped at him, managing to bite his neck with great strength, making the crocodile let go of Kiyume's bleeding side.
Father!
The crocodile shook violently, managing to get Nuru off him, sending him to a thick tree which Nuru crashed into, falling to the ground.
Askari, watch your back.
Askari turned, and before the crocodile could even try to attack him, he let out a loud roar and gave the crocodile 2 strong blows on the snout with his paws, knocking him out.
Father!
Askari approached Kiyume, helping him get onto his paws as his side still bled.
I can't. Continue. Son. I'm sorry.
No, Dad. It doesn't matter. I must take you to Pride Rock.
There's no time for that.
Auntie and Kama arrived all of a sudden.
Hey, did we win? Oh, my king, you look terrible.
Thanks. It's nice to see you too, Bonte.
Can any of you take him to Pride Rock? Or wherever it's safe?
I could do that, but what about that?
Kama gestured towards his wound, which was now bleeding less.
I've had worse. Believe me. But I do need your help.
Alright then.
Kama got next to the king, who surrounded his nape with his front leg to stay standing. Then they began to leave with quick yet careful steps.
Thanks, Kama. Now, you.
Nuru had joined them.
Nuru, it's a pleasure.
The pleasure is mine. Could you help us find that snake?
Oh, yes, of course. Let me find a good spot to check the perimeter.
Without stating anything else, Nuru rushed and looked for a good and tall spot to watch over from.
Who's that little guy?
I have no idea, but he's been helpful.
Okay, well, let's find that filthy snake and finish this.
That's just what I was going to say, pal. Come on!
While Askari and Bonte ran and looked for Tarek, the lions that had chased Bonte and Kama returned to the place they had been guarding, now being occupied by Mukuru, of course.
May I help you with something?
As the 2 lions took their claws out of their sheaths and approached Mukuru while growling, Mukuru just shrugged and cracked his neck.
Alright then, I'll kick your pathetic tails. Bring it on! Ah!
Mukuru rushed towards the 2 lions, and after a quick jump, he hit their faces at the same time with his paws, bringing them down.
I'm only warming up, wimps!
As soon as one of the lions got onto his paws, Mukuru threw another strong blow with his paw right onto his snout, tearing his lips and cheek deeply with so much strength he knocked him out already. The other lion just stood still, trembling with fear, looking at his unconscious comrade and Mukuru with awe.
You know, I'd let you give up and run away, but that's not really my style.
Mukuru jumped at him and hit his face with his paw. His sharp claws opened a large part of his face. Blood began to spill all over the dry grass. The lion grunted at Mukuru and rushed towards him, standing on his hind legs with his front leg ready to throw a blow. But Mukuru mimicked his movement, standing firmly on the ground and hitting his head with his forehead, so strong that his rival fell to the ground again, groaning while trying to get up.
Time to go to sleep. Asie waminefu.
Mukuru let out a loud roar and threw another blow at the lion's face, who fell onto the ground with blood gushing from his open face. On the meantime, Queen Adira was fighting alongside his firstborn, managing to take their enemies out of combat.
Elephant! Ukali!
Ukali turned and jumped, thanks to the queen's warning, holding from the elephant's face, climbing towards her back, and then beginning to bite strongly. Askari and Bonti arrived.
Mother!
Son, thank Mungo you're alright.
I'm alright as well, queen of mine.
And that's great too, Bonti. Any news?
Mukuru managed to gain ground. No enemy will pass through him. I'm looking for that snake. I'm gonna finish this.
He escaped. Who knows where he could be hiding now?
Found him. He hid in that cave, near the cliff.
Askari and Bonti looked where Nuru was pointing at with his paw, managing to spot the small cave that faced the cliff, guarded by several lions and a pair of elephants.
Take some hunters with you. I will stay here and help.
Take care, Mother.
You as well, my son.
Adira gave Askari a motherly nuzzle, then did the same with Bonti. The two lions rushed towards the cave, as Askari ordered the lions and lionesses they encountered in their way to accompany them. Meanwhile, Kama let Kiyume lay down inside Pride Rock.
Thanks, Kama.
It is a pleasure, king of mine.
Now, go and fight. Recover what is ours.
I think I should stay, in case you need help or something.
I wasn't asking, Kama. I appreciate your help, but I'll be fine. You've done more than enough for me. Now, just go and fight. Understood?
Yeah, yes, understood.
Kama exited the cave with hurried steps, but he stopped dead when seeing three lions approaching him menacingly.
Dang it!
They followed us, didn't they?
Yeah.
Kiyume got onto his paws with great effort, walking slowly towards the cave entrance. He looked at the three lions with an imposing gaze as he stood next to Kama.
You'll have to come to your own. Doom, traitors.